Only those who have the key, as well as fellow Bugenhagen's permission, are allowed inside.
If we've anything to fear, it is not our fellow man, nor any creature big or small, with whom we share our home. It is that which comes from beyond the confines of this world. That which disrupts the natural order. The other which may attempt to claim and consume the planet. And so I bid you, her children, to join hands and come together. For united, we shall never succumb to fear of celestial calamity.
Oh, these are the friends I was talking about.
Thank you for looking after Nanakin. My name is Bugenhagen. I teach planetology here in the canyon. One could say I know a thing or two about our world.
A thing or two? I doubt there's a thing or two you don't know about it.
Well, it might seem that way to a child like yourself.
I'm not a child anymore. I'm 48.
40 what?
Nanaki here has a long life ahead of him. In human terms, I would say he's about 15 or 16 years old.
That's more than old enough. I can protect our Veil and everyone in it. Which is more than I can say for my good-for-nothing father.
Speaking of the members of our little community, have you announced your return to one and all, Nanaki?
Not yet. Be right back.
But where are my manners? Please, come in and have a look around. Anarchy never had much exposure to the outside world. I can only hope his travels with you have served to enlighten him. Oh! Have my devices piqued your curiosity? They are essential to my studies of the planet. Anarchy never had much exposure to the outside world. I can only hope his travels with you have served to enlighten him. That records fluctuations in various energies. I must ask that you handle it with care. It's a rather delicate device, you see. Whoa! Those devices are testing the pull of gravity.
I never thought you could become even more enchanting.
While that may appear to be little more than a glistening mineral at a glance, it is in fact a crystallized collection of our planet's memories. That's a scale model of our planet and the surrounding stars. One could say the dust it's collected represents the people who live upon it.
We've all been worried sick about Nanaki, fellow Bugenhagen chiefly among us.
Oh, have my device. They are essential to my studies of the planet. Do you recognize that little scamp? I'll have you know that in his childhood, Nanaki was quite a handful. That is one of the first Mako detectors ever built. Though I suspect it can't detect much now. That right there is a type of a current generator. It harnesses the power of the wind to produce new airflows of its own. Perhaps you've encountered them before during your travels.
The lights we observe here have traveled to us from the far reaches of time and space. To gaze at the stars is to gaze into their past, what they once were, eons ago.
Can't say I'm all that interested in the future, but that's just how we're wired. Humans can't help but fixate on the past, on what used to be.
You won't find a larger telescope on the planet. With it, you can see to the edge of the galaxy. There's no better view of the stars than through this scope. But the lens could do with some cleaning. My apologies.
The lights we observe here have traveled to us from the far reaches.
Humans can't help but fixate on the past.
The planet connects us, one and all, for everything exists through her.
planet crying out. A sorrowful dirge indeed. One I've heard all too often of late. This tubing allows us on the surface to hear the inner voice of the planet.
What we just heard didn't come from the planet, though. That was definitely the voice of a weapon.
You seem awfully sure of yourself, miss.
Because we saw them, with our own eyes. 2, in the Corel and Gungaga reactors. They were loud and huge.
A fascinating account, were it true. However, such grand delusions could be a sign of Mako poisoning. Do see a doctor.
Excuse me?
Oh. Yes. That would do them some good. Judging from everything you've said, the three of you are unfamiliar with basic planetology. But it is never too late to learn. Please, come with me. I present to you our planetarium. While the Shinra building features the latest iteration, this particular one is my original design. Now then, without further ado, this is only the beginning.
A shooting star!
Planetology is not simply the study of the cosmos and the celestial bodies that dwell in it. Rather, it is a quest to comprehend the cyclical nature of life. Behold, the planet we call home. It was from its soil, so teeming with life, that mankind was born. And like all living things, man is fated to die. So, what happens next? The body withers and returns to the planet. But what of the mind, the spirit, the soul? Much like its former vessel, it too returns whence it came. To the great river where all intertwine and circle the planet without end. A cycle of continuous convergence and divergence. The ceaseless ebb and flow that is the life stream. An apt name, though it is as much a reservoir as it is a stream, being the sum of the planet's spiritual energy. It is the very essence of our star, the blood coursing through its planetary veins. And if ever that essence were to be entirely depleted, of course, these are but basic principles of planetology.
So you're saying that Mako is spiritual energy, which we're using up?
Just so. Siphoned from the planet and processed for industry, that energy can no longer fulfill its true purpose. It is fated to fuel man's machinery, then fade away.
Okay, but does it actually fade away? I mean, what if it doesn't? What if it just returns to the life stream in a different form? Is that possible?
A novel theory, suggestive of a lack of understanding. However, that can be overcome with time and education.
You rang?
Please escort this young lady to our seminar room, would you?
Right this way. Okay.
Hey, can I come?
Got a question. Planet runs out of energy. It and everything on it dies, right?
Yes.
There any way to avoid this? Like, making the spiritual energy stronger?
Why are you asking me such things? I'm sorry. I've come to realize that I'm somewhat stuck in the past. We've entered an era in which humanity exerts unprecedented influence over its environs. And as both the planet and society evolve, so too must science. And yet it seems that I cannot. Perhaps I'm much too old of a dog to learn any new tricks. Was my exploration of planetology not to your liking? Perhaps was my exploration of planetology not to your liking? Perhaps a seminar would provide a more agreeable experience.
Thanks so much for taking such great care of Nanaki for us. Fellow Bugenhagen instructed me to let you take anything you think might prove useful on your journey. Check out the storeroom when you have a chance. Come on in.
Right this way.
Blessings of the planet upon you. Blessings of the planet upon you.
This village is lame. Did you know none of the materia here is even? And don't get me started on the planetologists. Bunch of blowhards in love with the sound of their own voice. This village is lame. And don't get me started on the planetologists. Bunch of blowhards in love with the sound of their own voice.
Professor Gasp, tell me.
I heard from fellow Bugenhagen. By all means, please come and join the seminar. Follow me if you would.
Which would you say is a more worthy pursuit?
They are both one and the same. Wouldn't you agree?
I ask you this, who among you has... Before we are
It's so great learning about planetology with everyone.
A seminar is in progress. Please be respectful.
I've always been on the bigger side, but I've never been into physical stuff. Painting and poetry are more my thing. My old man, he used to say it was a waste, me spending all my time indoors. According to him, a big kid like me was using twice as much spiritual energy as other folks, and I was a burden on the planet. But he was wrong. That extra energy I received from the planet, it was a blessing. And after imbuing it with my compassion and intellect, I'll give it right back. No way is that a waste. It's just the opposite.
Indeed it is. Thank you for sharing.
Blessings of the planet be upon you.
Now, would anyone else like to share their story with the group?
So, my parents are no longer with us. Here, that is. But I believe they're still out there, on another plane. I've been reading a bunch of theories about this alternate world in the hope of going there someday. And over the course of my studies, I stumbled across a fascinating theory. It addressed the issue of what the life stream is, arguing that spiritual energy is actually a manifest.
What about you, miss? You must have a story to share. Please.
Me? Okay. Where to begin? I fell into the life stream. I don't have words to describe it, except beautiful, maybe? It was a lot to take in. Feelings of kindness washed over me. Long-forgotten memories came flooding back. It was a warm, comforting place. But there was also conflict. A war between the planet and its enemies. And we can't let them win. We need the planet, and it needs us. We have to rise up, fight back, defend it from this terrible threat. Thing is, I don't know how to do any of that. and I hoped you might have the answer. I'm not criticizing planetology or anything, and I'm not trying to scare anybody either. I just... You know... Never mind. This is all coming out wrong.
Please, do not be discouraged. Should you ever wish to try again, we would be more than happy to listen. What matters is that you keep challenging your beliefs. Stop doing that, and the answers will forever elude you. On that note, I think we should adjourn for the evening. The River of Lights is almost upon us, so let us head to the torch.
I'll see you at the festival.
The River of Light ceremony. This night comes but once a year, bringing us closer to the planet. I've no doubt you'll feel her grace.
Ah, the River of Lights. Once a year, we gather the souls that have drifted to our veil and return them to the planet whence they came. I heartily encourage you to join us in this ceremony. Ah, once a year, I heartily encourage you to join us in this...
There is no seminar being...
I think meditation is...
Many travelers have joined. All the time I've spent here?
So many seminars. Where do I even start? If you were to...
I ask you this, who among you has looked inward into the universe of the soul?
Just as each of us... is a part of the planet.
Don't be shy. Step right up, all you aficionados, and show us your plight.
They are both one and the same.
The bond between us and the planet deepens.
Look at them, gathered around the fire. Just like us that day. Me, and Mom, and Dad. If only we could do that again. Never mind. Just forget I said anything.
I'll lend an ear.
Whenever I think about my mom, my chest swells with so much pride, I feel like it'll burst. But when it comes to my dad, I just... Sorry, I can't. Still not ready. Sorry, I can't. Still not ready.
When you die, you return to the planet? That has literally got to be the dumbest thing I have ever heard. Once you die, that's that.
Why do you think that?
I just do. I believe in anything else until I see some actual proof. How much longer are they gonna be doing this?
Wow, so many tourists. Must be quite the festival.
I had the pleasure of talking to a mentor. Said it was presumptuous of me to think I could save the planet. She decides her own fate, you see. As rain cleanses the skies, so too does she cleanse herself of filth. So what? We sit here and theorize while the planet rinses and repeats?
No, we fight, or nothing will change.
That's what I said. I knew you'd see it my way, Merc. Thanks.
Did I sound as awkward as I felt?
You did good. Can't help it if they suck at listening. I got what you were saying.
I kinda wanted everyone to get it, though.
To hell with everyone.
Great advice. Thanks. Look at those stars.
Some carry a fire that rivals even this. Like the youths who left the Veil years ago. Avalanche, they call themselves. They were young, but the desire to protect the planet burned bright.
Wow, so many tourists. Must be quite the festival.
Though their path led them elsewhere. If they ever find their way back home, I hope to be here. To welcome them with open arms. No matter what they have done.
I pray these souls do not lose their way.
She would never forsake us, never abandon us, for we are her children, one and all. This wonderful planet is always watching us.
Some carry a fire that rivals even this. Like the youths who left the Veil years ago. Avalanche, they call themselves. They were young, but the desire to protect the planet burned bright within their hearts. And who were we to quench such noble passions? Though their path led them elsewhere. If they ever find their way back home, I hope to be here. To welcome them with open arms. No matter what they have done.
Through your diligence, you will find